What's going on, everybody? John Jay the second with the beeper. Yet again, it's Hockey Monday, NHL Hockey Monday.
It's a big day.
I mean, what are we doing right now? I mean, I feel like I've completely transformed from what I was, even a week ago, 2 weeks ago, to a completely different human being, being involved with hockey and everything like that. So,
well, listen,
it's a transformation.
Listen, we're hockey guys now. Okay, we're big hockey guys now. If you guys have not looked at our picks, go on Twitter, go on Facebook. Our picks are on there. You can get those pulled up and see who we've got today. Right now, we have on the Blackhawks and the Wings. I have Chicago minus 1.5. So right now, am I losing that one, Bank?
You're losing by half a goal.
I'm losing by half a goal. Okay, so I didn't know that was
not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
But listen, ton of hockey left, so hopefully that one hits for me.
So I'm going to kind of dive into what we have for Hockey Monday as far as picks go. So I tweeted this out earlier, and I put it on our Facebook page as far as picks go. I had the NBA picks on there too, so those records will be updated tomorrow. And I think I have more to lose, but also more to gain with having more games. So that's kind of the liberty we have with picking as many games as we want. We can, pick the games we want, and they could either adversely, they could affect our record in a good way or a bad way. So I'll kind of go through the NHL picks. So I have Toronto minus 1.5, Columbus plus 1.5, Chicago, Detroit over 5.5. They're at 3 right now. Tampa minus 1.5, Edmonton minus 1.5. Calgary money line, they're minus 125, and Anaheim over 5.5.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's 7 games. I mean, that's 7 legs right there.
Did you pick every game that's going on tonight?
I mean, I think I left like 3 or 4 games out. I think there's 12 tonight. But yeah, so the beeper only has Chicago minus 1.5, Dallas minus 1.5, and Columbus. You notice that there's no overlap. There's no teams that we have. There's no picks we have.
Listen. Bink and I aren't here to fluff each other's nuts. Okay, listen. I'm here to beat him, and he's here to beat me. Right?
It's a competition.
It is. So
whether we have the same legs or not, really, it doesn't matter.
Right. I went a little bit of a safer route week 1 just to see, I guess, how everything plays out because we really don't know how this is going to go. Okay, this could either slap us right in the face, or we could go out there and, essentially play, pick up a stick and go play some hockey tomorrow. So I took a little bit of a safer route when it came to the games today. I really like the Chicago game. That was kind of my most confident pick. Score a goal. Score a goal.
Oh my God, that was right.
That was close. That was literally you could have gift wrapped it a goal and given it to Chicago right there. So yeah, it's again, we're kind of just playing this by ear, seeing where the picks take us and where we take the picks. But man, I didn't realize, John, that's 7 legs.
Yeah, it's essentially it's like a sea monster.
So
about it.
It's like a sea monster, exactly. So here's what I'm doing though on my picks. I'm using unless I use a parlay, unless you see the beeper use a parlay in the pick, each and every one of my picks are going to be single game bets. Okay, so a single game bet with Chicago and Detroit, single game bet with Dallas minus 1.5. So I'm not parlaying anything. And I'm assuming you're the same way, right?
Yeah.
You're not parlaying. That's not a 7-leg parlay.
No, I'm not. But this is how it should be. We should clarify this too going forward. So if we do parlay the bet, I want to make sure this is clear too. Say we do parlay 3 teams in 1 bet. Is that considered 1 bet for the record, or is that 3 legs?
I think that's 1 bet.
Okay, I think it's 1 bet too. So I think we put that maybe in in parentheses.
Maybe we give you like a little boost for being ballsy enough to take a parlay.
Yeah.
Maybe we count it as 2 picks. So you can jump up in this.
But I feel like even if it doesn't hit, then you have to play it fair and take 2
away.
Take 2 away.
So how about we do that? How about we do parlays are worth 2 picks? Okay.
No matter how many legs they are.
Yeah, I think so. I think no matter how many legs. So, if you want to be an idiot and do a 15-leg parlay, that's fine. But if it hits, you're only getting 2.
Okay. All right.
We'll
play that by ear, too. We'll have to maybe go hit the whiteboard on that one. But we'll plan on doing that for now. If that changes, we'll keep you guys posted. But basically, all we're trying to do is get acclimated with, making picks in the NHL just as it stands right now, period. So that's a little bit of a skill set that maybe lacks for Tony and I. We know what we're doing. We're placing bets in general. But it's just getting
hockey's a different world.
Hockey's a completely different ball game, and especially with the puck lines.
Right.
I thought there was a little bit. I mean, I think it means the same thing.
I think it does,
but
too.
I think just that terminology difference, it really throws a wrench in things.
So Petty in the last score a goal. Oh my gosh.
I need that over to hit, so I need them to score goals too.
Score a goal. Put it in the. Okay, hockey's very stressful. I didn't realize this. Hockey's a lot more stressful than watching a football game. Okay, a lot more stressful because when you're watching a football game, they kind of can dink and dunk and do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, and march away down the field. Hockey, I mean, geez, oh criminy, when they get like in a scrum in front of the net, I mean, I almost start sweating a little bit. So anyways, Petty made a good point in the last live stream about, if a team gets down late in the third, they'll pull the goalie and empty net goals play a role. And we saw that happen against what was it? Vegas and no, it was the other one. It wasn't Vegas and Colorado.
It was Boston and
Pittsburgh. Boston, Pittsburgh. Empty net goal, blew the over, clear out of the building. So Petty, great point. Petty, you might be a bigger hockey guy than we are right now. So we'll take the advice when we get. But just know, we're working on it, and eventually, we're going to be, the smartest guys in the room when it comes to hockey.
Cody Shock with the comment. Cody, what's going on, man? I know you're a big hockey guy yourself. Feel free to share any of your expertise with us. What did he say? Netters are straight cash.
So
what does that mean? Is Netters talking about hockey, or are you talking about a specific team?
Like the New Jersey Netters? I mean, is this like the
the
New
Brooklyn
Brunswick
Netters?
Yeah, is this the New Brunswick Netters? Cody, you're going to again, we're not the biggest hockey guys yet. So I don't know what that comment means at all.
I got to put a PSA out there. If there's empty netters. So Cody says empty netters are straight cash. Definitely. I think they're straight cash.
He likes empty netters?
I think so.
See, I don't.
mean, as far as betting overs though, I think you have to like empty netters because
but
that pretty much sets you up. It greases the gears to set you up for hitting that over. I mean, especially if it's like a 2-3 game, you're at 5. You need at least 2 more goals to cover that 6.
It's kind of like field goals. I mean, you like field goals.
You need to hit.
I mean, you like field goals. I guess, Cody, I get it. Empty netters are cash. Again, we're still trying to get our feet wet. When it comes to this whole betting hockey thing. Cody, do you throw a little bit of coin on hockey or betting on next goal scorer? Oh, is that a prop? That's got to be a prop, right?
It's got to be. See, we're completely in the dark when it comes to this. So, like, as far as understanding, we're pretty good at understanding what hockey is and like how it works and everything, except for one thing.
Except offsides, or no, icing.
I mean, offside's a little bit dicey for me too. But icing, if you can explain icing to me, I might just give you a kiss on the lips.
So, okay, John, if anybody in this live stream can coherently describe to us what icing is, we will feature you and a pick on the next live stream. I mean, you'll be featured on the next live stream.
We might even put you on the live stream.
Yeah, because we don't know what it is. On a little losing streak, but I do throw a coin. Okay, Cody. All right, Cody, do your thing. Listen, we all have losing streaks. But I'm confident that you'll get on a heater here shortly. So yeah, if anybody on here right now can explain to us what icing is, because it seems like to me, John, and I guess I'll explain it, I guess how I see it, and we'll let John explain how he sees it. You have the puck on one end of the ice, and you sling it down the other end of the ice, and nobody touches it, and icing, right? I mean that.
Well, if nobody the way I see it, if nobody touches it, and somehow by the grace of God it goes behind the goal, and then someone touches it, then it's icing. Then it's icing. But like,
why would
so how do you determine? I've seen the puck in the middle of the ice, or maybe it's on one of the quadrants, and then I see them call icing. I'm like
none of it makes sense.
I'm like, does the ref even know that was icing? Do the players know? Like,
So,
is there communication there? What's going on?
Bink and I had a idea yesterday. Okay, we're down in East Lansing doing our thing. Happy Valentine's Day. That didn't go down smooth, obviously.
They hit the wrong pipe.
So our idea yesterday, our take was, it seems like the refs in hockey get a little bit bored sometimes, so they'll just randomly boop icing, and none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Look, nobody on here can explain to us what it is.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people are in the dark. Even maybe hockey ringers,
yeah,
that are invested, that might have even played hockey their entire life.
Well,
I mean, we got one in the house right here. Flushing Raiders.
I still don't know
alumni. I mean,
have no idea.
Did they? Okay, so let me hear this. Did they ever call icing in a game you were playing?
Oh, for sure.
Really? Okay.
And I'm sitting there with my stick up in the air, was wondering what the hell just happened.
Well, see, like in football, you see pass interference. That's very easily explained, very straightforward.
Yes, like, hey, you can't.
We know what happened. It's right in front of us. We can see exactly what happened, and that can be easily explained to the layman that doesn't know what the hell football even is.
Right.
So
icing. I mean, I've seen a million different icings. Right.
I mean, I've seen a million different iterations of icing.
Oh, look at sign shock to gin. Listen, Cody, if you can get that trending in the right direction, we might have to sit down and have a little conversation. You might be our hockey insider. You might have to be our fly on the wall in the hockey locker rooms.
Get involved. That's all I'm going to say is get involved. The Gin family is very bad. People that are very, very close to us, and we're very thankful for them. So, I mean, the more the merrier. And if you want to get involved, let us know. And we're happy to work with people. So sign shock to Jen. I like that. I can see that go trending. Really.
I mean, that might be on a T-shirt here shortly. That might be on a T-shirt. So let's dive into some other picks that we got.
Okay. So, NHL or
yeah. Let's give a little synopsis.
Let
me
pull
know
up
if I'm
Twitter.
using that word right. Synopsis. I don't think I was.
Here, let's take a little break though from NHL. We'll get back into it. Let's talk about a pick that Tony had yesterday. It was Drake playing Chicago Loyola.
Okay, I'm gonna paint.
What made that? Pick happen?
I'm gonna paint you guys a picture. Okay, call me Picasso. Okay, so we're sitting at Jolly Pumpkin, and I'm completely infiltrating and third wheeling on a Valentine's Day dinner. Completely. We're watching TV. Okay, the waitress Brittany tries serving me a fancy beer. Wasn't having it, Brittany. Brittany, you were kind of cute, though. So, Brittany, if you do see this, let me know. You were kind of cute. Anyways, we have the Drake and Loyola Chicago game on, and Drake at the time was down 3. And I looked at Bink. I said, hey, maybe I should look at live betting Drake right now. So we hop on DraftKings. I look at it, and they were plus 240. No, they were plus 220 when I looked at it. And as I'm starting to place the bet, Bink said, look, do it, throw a coin. I said, okay, I'll do it. Listen, absolutely. So as I'm putting the monetary value in there, boom, they jump up to plus 240. And I'm sitting here absolutely sweating it, watching the lad. So then the game goes in overtime. Drake plays phenomenal defense. They come out on top by 1 point in the end. But look, as much as I get credit for that bet, Bink gets a lot of credit for that bet as well. His gut kind of told him to do it. And I guess my lack of really looking into things told me to do it. So the duo that we have going here really works out well. So I went ahead and locked it in and cashed out. And then let me say this. Let's flip the tide here now. Completely different sport, one that I'd never watched a day in my life. Bink, go ahead and tell the people what you hit on.
So I was watching Bayern Munich, and they were playing some no-name team, Belfield. Have you ever heard of them? Probably not. So I was watching. I was just flipping through my phone. I was watching some Bundesliga, it's different stuff. And I know Bayern Munich is world champions as of last year. So I mean, they were down 2-0, so that means 2-0 to all you guys that are not involved
in footy.
In footy, 2-0 going into halftime. And you know, I look at those odds, I'm like, wow, you know, like Bayern's got to be able to come back. You know, come on, you know, fight it out. And then I heard the announcer say, I'm like, this Bayern team is not used to playing on snow. There's snow on the field.
Ooh.
The whole first half.
Where the hell were they at?
They were playing. It was somewhere in England, somewhere in the UK, or somewhere in Europe. Okay, let's make it as vague as we can.
Yeah,
and
yeah, somewhere across the pond.
So basically, they were doing that. They played with snow on the field, but the snow had subsided, so they weren't playing in the snow. It wasn't currently snowing.
Good.
The announcer says, "Okay, this Bayern team, you know, they're a world-class team. They're used to playing on green grass." So they wound up, you know, clearing all the snow off of the field during halftime.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is gonna be a brand new Bayern Munich team coming out of the halftime.
It's a brand new game.
Brand new game, brand new team. They come out, score a goal immediately. You know, Lewandowski, fellow Polak, plays for the team, the Poland team, the national team. They score a goal and make it 1-2. And then, you
What's
know,
his
Belfield.
Lewandowski. Yeah, he's
Robert
a Polak.
Lewandowski.
Yeah, he's a Polak for sure.
Oh, he's as Polak as
it gets.
So basically, I made it 1-2. So the odds, I was looking at it before, it was 250 before, when it was 0-2 opening the second half, it was 250 plus 250. Then Lewandowski scored the goal within 2 minutes of that second half, brought the odds down to a plus 100 for Bayern Munich. So immediately after that, Belfield scores another goal. So now it's 3-1.
Oh boy.
So now the odds go from 250 to from 100 back to 250, 270 even.
So you're like, okay.
So I'm like, okay, great.
Now the odds are where I like them.
Now the odds are where I like them. So now they start playing a little bit more. I look at my phone, the odds go to plus 350 for Bayern Munich to win. So I looked at my phone, I locked that in. I'm like, they can score 2 more goals, at least tie it up, you know. So I locked it in, $100, put it in, you know, put it on Bayern Munich, and they wound up tying. And I set a limit for myself. When they tied the game, I'm like, I'll give them to the 80-minute mark. Because I mean, there's 10 more minutes left.
Right.
If they did not score another goal, because it was 100 to win 450 plus 350.
Okay.
So I looked at it like that. If they don't score by 80 minutes, then I'm just going to pull out what they give me.
Right.
Because it's tie game. Chances are they could possibly score in that 10 minutes. Possibly could not. So the odds and my money to cash out with would automatically go down from there. So it was like I was up to 250 at one point. At the 75th minute, it was up to 250. It dropped down to like 203, and I wound up just cashing out. The game ended in a tie. So
good thing you did that.
Oh yeah, if I would have waited the duration, I would have lost the bet.
Right.
So the cool thing with a lot of these betting apps nowadays is you can pull out of the bet, especially if it's in your favor compared to when you place the bet. And the betting company, the sports book, will try to save their own ass by letting you cash out earlier. So it's smart to, you know, pick your poison, but also, you know, not get too greedy and take what you can.
Right.
I doubled my money. So I mean I'm happy with that bet. A little bit of an impulse live bet, but I really like the idea of live betting, man. Really
I mean, listen, I mean that's what I cashed in on yesterday. You know, again, I think basketball is a little different than soccer, than footy. If
I've never bet on a soccer game a single time in my life.
If Sammy Shelby's watching this, he calls it footy. Okay, I think it's what he calls it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, anyways, soccer's different. Obviously, goals are far and few in between. So cashing out in soccer makes sense. Now, we were at the bar yesterday. We were at Jolly Pumpkin, which, by the way, if you haven't been to the Jolly Pumpkin, I strongly recommend you go to the Jolly Pumpkin.
Incredible place.
Pizza there is absolutely phenomenal. So being, you know, I keep looking at my phone and it's like, oh, you can cash out here, you can cash out here, you can cash out here, and I keep asking Bing, do I do it? And we're like, absolutely not. Don't cash out again. But I think that's the difference between basketball and soccer.
Well, yeah, the circumstances were different,
so different,
and the tide can change so much quicker in basketball than it can in soccer.
Right. You know, and
again, when it does change in soccer, I mean, it's monumentally changing the odds.
Yes.
And it's happening right in front of you with this live betting.
Because one goal is significantly more important in soccer than basket and basketball. So, you know, I mean, we're watching this, and I said, listen, you know, I just used one example for the time and for the moment we were in. As I said, look, when George Washington crossed the Delaware, okay, he had all of his men in that rowboat, few rowboats, 3 or 4 rowboats. and they're rowing across Delaware. At any point, did George Washington think to himself, maybe we should, hey, here's a spare rowboat. Whoever doesn't want to get in can just leave? No.
And just cash out with what you've already
Cash out with what you did and say, well, I almost crossed the Delaware. Didn't happen. So I'm really glad I held on to it. Drake, that was a great win for you guys yesterday. We were live tweeting since the bet went out.
Yep.
So
go check out those bet slips are, they're visible on Twitter. So go to our Twitter at GinPros. I'll share it right here. Twitter.com/GinPros. Check us out on Twitter. Both of those bet slips are on there. You can check them out. And I strongly suggest, going forward, live betting to be a thing. Because I mean, that's very, we're 2-0. We're 2-0 here at GinPros, live betting. So I've never live betted anything in my life.
No,
I remember back in the day, live betting on Bovada, they had it.
Yeah.
But it was just the schematics and how the algorithms worked. It was so skewed, and getting your bet in there on time was all messed up. So it was so hard to do it. But now with these apps, these sportsbook apps, they streamline it. They have everything figured out. So
I will give DraftKings. I don't use Barstool because there was like a 17-point verification process. They wanted me to prick my finger and send in a blood sample to them to let them know it was me. Listen, I'm not doing all that nonsense. Dave Portnoy figured that out. But I will give DraftKings, MGM, all those new sports books.
I really like MGM.
Give them credit because they figured out this live betting thing. They have. Do. And here's the crazy part. And what I think I'm going to start taking advantage of is golf. Is what you can do in golf is you can take the top 3 guys on Saturday, okay, put $25-$30 on either one of them because the odds are so. I mean, these golfers on Saturday are like plus 500, 600, 700.
Yeah,
you put you put $50 per golfer on the top 3 guys. One of them is going to hit, and you're going to make your money back and then some. So golfing is a big one to take advantage of in the live betting world. But these Barstool clowns up there right now. Listen, listen, looking for it. They're a bunch of idiots. Okay. They're a bunch of idiots. We're coming for them. We're going to be there.
This is all I got to say. Just wait until we have our own sports book. It's going to be game over. It's going to be light years ahead of the Barstool.
Could you imagine the beeper bet of the night? I mean, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be out there. There's going to be the Binkowski bet of the week as well. I mean, listen.
Oh my God.
You're
on a heater.
This is. I am, and I'm just making this up as we talk. But anyways,
I'm not writing this down. I'm going to have to rewatch this stream later
for sure. It's going to be a thing. Don't worry, we're going to get there. But
what percent is this?
Is it hitting you right in the head?
It was like it was like the knockout challenge. You
for
come
sure.
up behind somebody. And just smoke them.
That was
that was the thing. That's scary shit.
So while we're talking about knockout challenge, really quick, there's a video that's out there. I don't know where it's at. You'd have to look in the depths of the internet to find this video. But there's a video of at one point our dear friend Kyle Bosley. No idea where Kyle's at right now. Obviously, we hope nothing but the best for Kyle. And there's a video of Kyle taking what looks like a log. And
I filmed that.
Yeah, and smoking.
The video's called Tony Gets Sticked on Vimeo.
Yeah.
You go to that, check it out. I might even post that to the GinPros
Twitter. You might have to because he gets absolutely laced by what looks like a log and not a stick.
Well, I can never repay Tony Spillane for doing that because God forbid, that happened. It did. I told Kyle Bosley to do that. I'm like, God, just give a little bit of hit with this stick. I didn't think he was going to do it. But I should have known better than to test Kyle Bosley.
Oh, he'd do anything.
I should have known better. That's not me.
Yeah,
I knew him. I've known him since preschool, so I should have known that. But it was all for the video. We were making a sequel to this video called Dead Serious that we made. It was me, Justin Bright, and Kyle, and even Robbie Harris was in that video. Great video. Go check it out. I'll post some of the links. It'll be a little bit of a nostalgia moment
for sure.
My early video production days. But it's all in good fun, man.
Absolutely. So really quick, let's kind of wrap this up. Let's dive in. You want to dive into a few more picks?
I think we we talked about your NHL picks. I guess we can briefly announce our NBA picks.
Yeah, let's go NBA. Let's wrap it up.
Let's do it.
And then we'll see you guys on a Wednesday.
Yeah, then we'll update the record tomorrow. I'll tweet that out. Then we have a Google Doc going where we have all the records and everything. Those will be going forward for the rest of 2021. So that's going to be those are going to be keeping us honest. I mean, as far as the record goes, you want to have your wins outweigh your losses, and obviously that's how it is. You want to go over 500 everything, no matter what you're doing, whether you're playing tiddlywinks or you're playing
or you're betting, or you're gambling.
Exactly. So you want to go over 500. So I only picked 3, and Tony picked 3. I might start limiting myself to 3 based on how tonight goes. And even if I go winning, it could be a fluke.
You could dig yourself a big hole, or you could jump out to a hot start.
Right. So you got to pick your poison. That's the thing. You could either drastically help your record, or you could drastically kill your record.
Right.
So you want to kind of mitigate that. So for me, NBA wise, I have Indiana -5.5, Brooklyn -4.5, and the Heat money line. That's an underdog bet.
That's a ballsy one
against the Clippers. That's going to be a ballsy bet, but I really like that bet.
Yeah,
I like the Heat. I like Tyler Hero. I'm just a big Tyler Hero guy.
Okay? I mean, he's already got a song named after him.
I mean, Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
is just going nuts over here.
Absolutely,
quarantine has done him well. The Beeper Man, however, has Houston -1.5, Golden State money line, and Miami and the Clippers over 217. I like that over. I do like that over. I think that could easily hit.
Yeah, I really. So the over and Golden State money line are the 2 picks that I like in there. Golden State is playing a really bad Cleveland team. Again, I didn't like the points though. I think they gave Golden State 4 points, or they gave Cleveland 4 points. I didn't like that because again, Golden State won that game by a bucket. But I did like that money line. I do think they'll win that game. And then I think the over smashes. And then my other one was Houston -1.5 against Washington.
It looks like I'm going to take my first L of the year, guys.
Ooh, who's not winning?
Chicago's up 104-103 against Indiana with 27 seconds left in the fourth. That was a ballsy pick. I knew that was going to be crazy.
Are there any other NBA?
Chicago is playing just like – they're playing exactly like Detroit is right now. They're playing spotty. They're picking their games. They're saying, okay, we want to win this game. We don't want to win this game. We're beating world-class, championship teams. We're losing against, shitty teams.
Right.
What's up with that? I mean, figure it out. Do you want to beat good teams or do you want to beat, you're obviously losing to bad teams, so you obviously don't want to beat the shitty team.
Right.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think this whole –
that's fine. I'll take that L.
I think this whole NBA season and sports as a whole is super spotty. So as bettors and handicappers, it's tough. It's not easy for us right now,
especially NBA.
Right. I mean, it's super tough for us right now. So we're kind of going off of our gut, not so much stat lines because they don't really paint the perfect picture for you. But we're just doing what we're doing, and hopefully we'll see who comes out on top after tomorrow.
So we have the FanDuel Sportsbook. They're putting a little graphic up here on top. The Jets are up 1-0 against the Oilers. The Maple Leafs are up 5-4 against the Senators. They have to hit that. They have to, score another goal, make that 6-4 for me to cover that bet.
because you had them 1.5, didn't you?
And the Panthers are beating the Lightning?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Did you take Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Money line?
Tampa Bay -1.5. Oh my God. This is not looking good, folks. Listen. Day one. I might just start betting 3 games. I might even take days off.
Right.
Okay. Just to kind of mitigate the whole issue.
I really need Chicago to score here in the third.
They got a whole period left.
Yeah, make it a 2-goal game. And then I don't know how my other hockey picks are looking. I have zero idea on how the other ones are looking, but we'll see. Listen, guys, obviously you're going to hear from us. Obviously, Gin and Tonic tomorrow.
Gin and Tonic coming live tomorrow.
Kind of an emotional one, kind of from the heart, kind of a one that I had to get out there. And after learning today that another 5-star recruit from Michigan State has just decommitted, I think it's just that much more prominent. Then Wednesday, boom, we're back live.
Yeah,
we're wheeling and dealing, right back at it. So more picks.
Never stops, man.
Absolutely, more picks, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good, guys. I'll let you guys check that out. Check out our Twitter for all of our picks. Keep posted on our record as far as NHL and NBA picks go. That's going to be ongoing, and that's going to even leak into the MLB season. So those picks are going to be in play to that same records. There's going to be a ridiculous number come the end of 2021 for that record. So we're looking.
It's going to be loaded.
It's gonna be loaded. We'll see how we're able to do, how we're able to perform, across different sports
Right.
worlds. It's gonna be really interesting to see. And then just stay posted on all our social media, and we'll keep you guys posted along the way. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and remember, always bet with Jen.
See you guys.